Hello and welcome back to Dragon Quest V, Episode 5. When we last left off, we had finished sending the ghost to rest at Uptaten Towers, and we were making our way back to Roundbeck just to speed up time a little bit. I made my way back, and we have now re-entered Roundbeck, and we're going to hop right in. News of how Ram and Bianca defeated the ghost at Uptaten Towers quickly spread through the town that night. Then morning came. Promise is a promise, so hurry up and give us that cat. I don't know. I suppose we don't have much choice. Fine. You did say that you do, after all, take the stupid cat. Oh, he's ours now. Yay, that's good news, isn't it, cat? No more bullying for you. Come on, let's get going. Let's talk to the bullies. You're pretty brave, I suppose. I didn't think you'd actually go through with it. Go off hunting ghosts like that. Well, that's what you get. I know. We should give the puss a name. What do you think to calling it Saber? We should name it Saber. Saber's all right by you, is it? Nice, Saber it is then. Saber joins the party. Look at us. Ram, Bianca, Saber. The dynamic trio. Oh yeah, I suppose I should have mentioned that my mom's allergic to pets. That means you'll have to be the one who takes care of Saber. You don't mind, do you, Ram? Come on, let's get going. Right? Let's go see how Pancraz is. See if we've gotten any... The wailing I used to hear coming from Uptaten Towers every night suddenly stopped last night. You've done us a big favor there, kids. Right, let's talk to these old folks. You're the town hero, boy. It's easy to see how you take after your father, being brave enough to do that. Can't believe the two of you went off fighting those ghosts all by yourself. I know it went well this time, but you mustn't go off again at night doing such dangerous things. Do you hear me, Bianca? You're a worry sometimes, Ram, but at least you're safe. And my cold's all better now, too. We should get going back to Wheelbrook. Have you said your goodbyes? Yep. Now then, shall we get going? Thanks for everything, Whitey. At least we got the saber cat, Ram. Looks like we probably won't be seeing each other for a while. Here, have this. Ram receives Bianca's ribbon. I know. I'll tie it to Saber. Hopefully we'll have another adventure together someday, eh, Ram? See you. So sad to see them go. By the way, Ram, I have to tell you I was quite impressed how you took on those ghosts. But you're still just a young boy. You mustn't put yourself in too much danger again, okay? Yes. Right, time to make a move. Right, head back to Wheelbrook. Pancraz is really strong, so we're good here. Particularly if he's going to do 161 damage. Saber joins the fight too. Attack, buddy. wanted Saber in my endgame party, but I was just coming to the realization that he isn't the strongest of characters, and I didn't want to focus on grinding him up too much. But like the diversity of the cast is again one of the major appeals of this, and another reason why it kind of makes me think of Shining Force. And if you watched the last episode, I talked a lot about how like Shining Force, the essence of what Shining Force is reminds me so much about this game. It gives like that same nostalgic vibe, even from playing it through it the first time, where I'm not nostalgic for it. Like it still felt that way. Now then, shall we get going? Back to Wheelbrook. Pancraz, welcome home, sir. He's all about Pancraz. It's good to be back, my man. Right. So we'll see what's going back on in Wheelbrook. People aren't rushing up to us and offering us stuff and congratulations, so we'll see what the current state of Wheelbrook is. Sancho. Hola, senor. I'm so happy to see you. ¿Cómo está? How are you feeling now? Are you still a little unwell? Que? It was just a cold. Haha, bravo, bravo. Ah, see, while we've been away, senor, this letter, he came for you. Well, friend, I expect you are tired after all the travels, yes? Maybe you have a little siesta, huh? He's putting us to bed. Right? Saber meows. Good morning, Rom. Slept well, I trust. I have some things I need to look into, so I'll be staying in today. Make sure you don't go wandering off out of town, understand? Right? Again, smash any barrel you possibly can. See what Sancho's up to. Hey, buenos dias. Was it you, friend? Are you the one who hid my chopping board somewhere? It's very strange, someone playing games with me. Oops. Hot lid. Can you chop on that? Medicinal herb. Called Family Recipes. It's full of notes on choosing ingredients, methods of seasoning, and tips for achieving the best results. But Ram can't read any of them. Right? See what's going on in Wheelbrook. Now that we've got our little cat guy with us to be in that Bianca role from the previous episode. Who's this old timer? Hello, that's an interesting looking gem you've got there. It's a gold orb, you say? May I have a closer look? Yes. Ram hands over the golden orb. Wow, it's even prettier up close. The man hands the gold orb back to Ram. Make sure you take good care of your father, okay? No matter how hard things may get for you, keep your head held high and never give up. Remember that, okay? So, whoever that might be. You're Pancraz's son, if I'm not mistaken. This might just be hearsay, but it sounds like he's got an almighty enemy out there somewhere. If only you were more grown up, you'd be able to help him out. This guy is constantly giving us crap. So let's see what's going on here. Got the tail going a little bit. the town folks. I didn't eat it, I tell you. Honestly, that old dragon of a wife of mine treats me like a child sometimes. Well, let's not get in the way of a lover's spat. Oh, keep going this way. Smash these. What's this guy up to? Brr, I'm freezing. It's supposed to be summer before long. I don't get why it's so cold. Never give up. Right, let's go check on Dad. Go wandering off, that's what we do. Right, so our mission for here will be to go into town, make our way back to the inn. Check out downstairs. Oh, we got an invisible guest, huh? Yikes, you can see me? Yeep! At last, someone who can see me. Who am I? Tee. I might tell you, but not here. One of those houses in the village has a room in the cellar. Come and meet me there. Race you. I'm gonna beat her there. Run! So we've met our first fairy. Go nicely introduce ourselves. So the only house in town with a basement is Sancho's house. There she is. Sure that I can break all these things so she'll know how tough I am. Right, she's obviously impressed now. You came, but I beat you. My name's Honey, and I'm a fairy. But our land, our magical fairyland, is in terrible danger. That's why I was sent to the human world to find help. But everyone here's been ignoring me. Tee, I even played a few tricks on people so they'd have to take notice of me, and it worked. See, you also came. Oh, shh, someone's coming. It's Pancras. Oh, sure, I heard voices down here, so I thought you must be playing with someone, but I see you're alone. Ugh, it's freezing down here. Stop talking to yourself and come upstairs before you catch a cold. Just being a good dad. Keep that in mind. It's true, no one else can see me. Anyway, will you come with me to my land? Then Treacle will tell you everything. Right. Got a magic pathway, and we're headed to our land. Walking on the stairway of pork chop looking things. Sweet, you came. Come on, I'll take you to meet Treacle. So the game does a good job of building up the more unique ideas that it presents. Like, it comes across as very straight-laced at first, and then you build into understanding the fairy elements of it. I brought a human warrior as you requested, Treacle. My, what a cute little warrior he is, too. No, he's not cute. He might look cute, but he's really not. I mean, he's really... Alright, honey, settle down. I can see his potential perfectly well. It's Rom, isn't it? Welcome to Fairy Lee, the soft and creamy home of the fairies. I believe the reason you can see us fairies when other humans cannot is because you have a special power. And so I have a favor to ask you. Will you help me and my kind? Of course. You see, one of our greatest treasures, the Herald of Spring, has been stolen. It's a flute that we fairies use to summon spring in all its sweetness. Without it, the bitterness of the winter will continue forever. We need your help to get it back. Brahm, will you help us recover? We need your help to get it back. Will you help us recover the Herald of the Spring? Yes, we will. You will? But sweet music to my ears. I want you to go along with Rom, honey. Yes, Treacle. Honey joins Rom. A new party member? Yeah! Welcome! I hope you can help us, Rom. Your last chance. We fairies aren't strong enough to wield swords. We need your help. That's why Treacle asked you. Please do what she asks. Right? I remember my first playthrough. It took me a long time to figure out what the steps were. Got a priest. The fairies are responsible for the passing of the seasons. If they can't summon spring, the winter will never end and the world will freeze. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. Right? If you travel north from here, you'll reach the Winter Wasteland. They say there's a place called the Winter Palace there. Apparently, its doors are always locked. T, you're the warrior Honey brought from the human world to get the Herald of the Spring back? Oh, I heard that the thief who stole it fled to the Winter Palace. Good luck. Right, we have our marching orders. We are headed north. And we've got our buddy with us, Honey. Treacle's far too soft, if you ask me. How can fairies and humans live together in peace, let alone monsters? Because of Treacle that we're stuck in this endless winter without a flute. Jeez. Treacle's really warm and kind. And gooey, too. That's a compliment from a slime, you know. She let me live here in Fairy Lee even though I'm a monster. Ah, that's a great saber cat. I know it's only a young cub, but even so, I've never heard of anyone befriending a saber cat. They come straight from hell. Jeez. Oh, there's barrels. Or pots, rather. Got the inn. How are we doing? I think we're doing okay health-wise. Feels good to come home, even though things aren't quite the same. I think we're doing okay health-wise. We'll head north to the Winter Palace and get our flute back. Lickspittle. Yeah! Rom's hallucinating, uh-oh. Good job, guys. Attack! Come on. You guys got this. Good job, Honey. We were obviously very dazzled, but I like to think we helped a little still. Cactabale. Cactaball. That's exactly what you'd think of a cactaball being. Yeah! Come on. Right. Gotta get to the Winter Palace. Good job, Sabercat. My main man, Saber. Uh-oh. So we're in the fairy overworld. A lot of cactaballs out here, huh? Come on. Good job, Honey. I'm not controlling Honey, obviously, but she is healing me, so call it even. Yeah. That must be the Winter Castle Palace. It's very igloo-y. Oops. Whoosh. Getting some nice leveling now that we're up to 8. Again, one thing I'm not a huge fan of in this game is that with the rotating casts, it's hard to really develop really solid stat growth, because the only thing that necessarily matters deeper into the game is ROM stats, and then everything else is a little more fluid. Come on. Yeah. That heal slime's got some serious MP on him. Take the heal slime out. Right, come on. Got this. We'll somehow get through them. Try to whoosh again. Yeah, that's how you do it. There we go. Excellent. The doors are blocked and won't budge. I bet there's another entry. Nothing ever opens the first time in a Dragon Quest game. Not if it's worth going to anyway. Gotta sneak in the back. So it's like a giant igloo with a palace inside it. The fairy world is something I'd like to explore more. I feel like in my first playthrough, I just kind of breezed through it. Didn't put a whole lot of stock into it. And I feel like one of the reasons I wanted to play this again is that I didn't just let it breathe. Like I was on like a quest just to get through the main plot, not enjoy the world at all. So this time I want to let it breathe a little more, dig in a little deeper into what's happening, what the story points are, my feelings on it. Again, just being like a dorky, well, probably more nerdy little kid. Like I would have obsessively played this, like all the time. Come on, wake up. So like I was saying earlier, I would like have these really like developed characters and I knew exactly what they looked like and everything. So like this with its unique cast stuck out. Like we're basically a baby cat and a fairy right now as our team. And then within maybe like an episode or two, we're gonna be like a teenager with like a slime knight and a heal slime as partners, potentially. Look, a seed of wisdom. Uh-oh. Getting some pretty serious encounters right now. That's alright. Put hair on your chest, right? Aw, man. They are wreaking havoc with their putting us to sleep. These aren't even like tough bad guys. Thankfully, Honey is like immune. Wake up, Ram! We'll actually have him whoosh. Spiked hairs. Him go after the Draki. But as I build more and more characters, it's really what gave me a love of storytelling. Was like building like unique characters. And now that I try to now that I'm older and I want to kind of build stories with more depth, I have the unique characters. I'm starting to focus more on thinking about how to develop plot and like make interesting things happen to them. Like I want to kind of use this as a springboard towards developing stronger stories. Like this is obviously considered like one of the like good, really good games. Uh-oh. Good morning, Rom. You were restless last night. Did you have a bad dream? What, the fairies are in trouble? Haha, you're still half asleep. Some things I need to look into, so go off and play. Right, so we gotta go back to Fairyland. Go back to the ice castle. Oops, wrong stuff. Got our fairy world. So like trying to connect the dots of like having good stories with interesting characters, something that I definitely need to work on. And probably just like consistency. I'm hoping that the consistency of getting used to like creating episodes and things will help lead to consistency on other projects that I've been working on. So hopefully that'll be the case. And I'll be announcing that I've written a book. But again, I tend to do things in the dark, so if I do start writing a book, you wouldn't really know it until it was fully published. Just because I can get become a victim of not being able to follow through. But I think the channel's been helping because I've been inspired to work on some other projects that I've been working on, so that part's been really nice. Oops. We went to north there. So let's run. There'll be plenty of more encounters. Let's take on whatever snow-related beast there happens to be here. Uh-oh. Dragons. There we go. Saber defends. What's this about? Oh no. Saber. Ooh, perfect. Good job. Uh-oh. Take on these Drakkies. Come on. There we go. If it was summer, a cool place like this would be yummy, but it's winter, it's yucky. Such a whiner. Oy. Aye. Oh, well, we died, so how about we wrap our episode there? Then, when we come back, we will go to the Winter Palace and regain their flute. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Let me know in the comments what you think so far. If you're also a storyteller or like to at least think about stories, you don't have to be a writer to want to tell stories. Let me know in the comments, like, what you do for inspiration, like, what things give you the most motivation to continue. Let me know all of that. Love to hear about your story writing adventures, whether you write stories that you want other people to read, or if you just like to spend time in your own made-up worlds. Thank you, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far. Bye now!